Welcome to another session of the School of Thought, Lunch and Learn. Happy Friday, everybody. See me, I'm still trying to learn how to do my quick work. I hope you're having a beautiful day. It is a beautiful sunny day to enjoy today. Now, today's session, wisdom, I want you to listen. Today's session, how to preparing for your future success. This is very important. And then, see, again, I'm teaching you to be aware of certain things that you may not be aware of, because we living life, sometimes things could be unconscious until somebody wake us up, and to be aware and to be mindful of certain things. So sometimes it's not learning something new, or you can say, I already know that. But if you're not aware of it, you could have got off your path and no one brought you to an awareness of. So preparing for your future success, what does that mean? Sometimes we have a glimpse of what our future is going to look like, or we have a desire. We see ourselves owning a business. We see ourselves being married. We see ourselves becoming a parent. We see ourselves getting promoted in certain job. Whatever that is, it is the future. And sometimes unconsciously, we have a glimpse of that future, and we try to bring that future into our now. And now we're not even prepared for it. We're not prepared mentally, emotionally, financially. We're not prepared. But because we see it, we believe it, and we know it's supposed to be ours, that is our purpose, we unconsciously go in the future and we bring it to our now and say, yeah, that's right. I'm just going to get married. Yeah, that's right. I'm going to be promoted. Yeah, and you just bring that thing and start doing it. But mentally, you're not ready, because you have to transition your mind. Emotionally, you're not ready. Financially, you're not ready. But in our mind, we say, well, why did I see it? Well, the reason you were able to see it, and I call it a commercial of the future, you're able to see it. You're able to taste it. You're able to feel it. But it doesn't mean you have to be it now. It means it's showing you in advance for you to prepare for that success. So if you see yourself being a wife or a husband, being married one day, what do? You start preparing your mind. You start preparing your heart to be able to partner with a husband or with a wife. You have to prepare mentally for that. You can, and I do that in my premarital counseling. You can't just jump up and say, oh, I want to be married, and you're not prepared. Then you're going to be married with a single mindset, a single life mindset, single life lifestyle. And then you said, I'm married. And usually that's what happened when, people start getting divorces, because they're not prepared. So you have to be mentally, emotionally, and financially, because you can't get married and what you going to do, live in a shelter? You're not prepared. You don't have a place to put your wife. You don't have no place. You can't just jump up and say, I'm going to be pregnant, I'm going to have children. You're not prepared. So understand, when you have a glimpse of that future or what it looks like, you're supposed to come back into your reality, into your now. And then you start preparing for that success. Whatever that success is, the success of your marriage, success of your family, success of your promotion, success of owning your own business, whatever that success is, you prepare for it. Whether you start going to training, you start going to school. And I know some people even do that in ministry. They see themselves preaching. They see themselves, oh, God called me. They jump up out of their dreams. God called me. And they pick up a Bible and they start preaching. They start becoming a pastor. They start evangelizing with no type of preparation, and even mentally, spiritually, no type of growth. And you just jumped up because I'm called. And we have a tendency of doing that unconsciously. We're not fully aware that we're doing it, because we assume, because no one taught us, we assume when I see it, that's what I'm supposed to do. When I feel it, that's where I'm supposed to be. But actually, you're supposed to be preparing for it. If you see yourself being a pilot one day, you're going to jump up and go fly a plane. Even the experienced one are having problems. So imagine the one that's unlicensed, unexperienced, and you think I'm going to get in the plane with you because you felt like you should be a pilot yesterday? I don't think so. It's the same thing with marriage, the same thing with your business. So you have to be careful of learning and say, oh, this is what I see in my future. Let me start preparing for it. Mentally, you got to transform your mind for it. Emotionally, you got to transform your emotion. Otherwise, you're going to run into things that's going to cause them out. No, that's all right. God changed his mind. No, that's all right. That's not for me. Because you're not emotionally ready to wear the suit of your future. You just can't jump up in that suit and start doing it. You have to prepare. Even people that go to the moon, they go through months and years of preparation before they put their suit to go walk on the moon. They just don't jump up talking about, I'm going to walk on the moon tomorrow. I got a flight. I won't be on the moon tomorrow. I got to go to Mars next week. I got a flight booked up. That's impossible. So you have to go through months and years of training before you put that suit on. And it's the same way about life. So the glimpse that you're getting about what you're supposed to do, your future, whatever it is a commercial of your future. And you can't say, I didn't know because you saw it. Now you prepare. And when you prepare, you walk into it, you will succeed in it. So on Monday at 7 p.m., I'm going to have a podcast for those of you who want to transition from 9 to 5 into entrepreneurship. You want to own your own business. You want to become self-employed. Let me tell you something. Firsthand, as a coach, as a counselor, as a mentor, I have seen it. That 9 to 5 brain trying to be self-employed, it don't work. It just don't work. You have to transform your brain. You have to transform your mind from 9 to 5, working for somebody and learning how to work for yourself. It does not happen overnight. It sounds good. A lot of you are like, yeah, I want to be self-employed. Yeah, I want to have my own business. Yeah, it sounds really cute. It sounds good. But if the mind is not transformed, it will be very challenging. It won't be successful as it should be. So I want to be able to help and give you some wisdom. It's going to be free. You're going to meet me, whether on my YouTube, my podcast, KhannahJosué.com, at 7 o'clock on Monday. I have some serious wisdom for you that's going to help you transition. And that's why some of you go back and start went and got another job, because you got out there in the water. You don't know what to do. And you didn't think it was going to be as hard or challenging. You thought it was going to be pretty. I was going to make my money, because in your mind, you just saw yourself making a whole lot of money. You saw yourself, no. Hello, how are you, sir? And you saw yourself making a whole lot of money. And when you get out there, you didn't know it was going to be that tough. Because why? The mind have not changed. The mind have not transformed. So it's the same thing I'm telling you about your future, that you see things in your future, but then you have to come back and do what they used to say back in the day, do a backstroke from the future. Okay, my time is up. Do a backstroke of the future. And let me come back to my reality and start putting my shoes, start preparing my mind. Okay, and start learning, and whether you go to class or get coach, get mentor, and learning for where you're going. Thank you. Appreciate that. I'm still learning my creep walk. So you have to understand. And then listen, it's not like some of you don't know that. You just got to be aware of it. Say, you know, I didn't even think about that. That is true. Because it's easy when you see something that you're supposed to do, and you're just going to run into it like, yes, right? You're supposed to be a doctor. You're not going to go run and do surgery with somebody tomorrow or next week, right? You have to prepare for it. You have to go to school, be trained, whether it's an attorney, whether it's a doctor or a nurse. You go to school and you prepare for that. So you got to also prepare mentally. You got to prepare emotionally. Let me tell you, I have seen it. You could be prepared physically, but emotionally, mentally, if you're not prepared, I'm out of here. You're going to quit. You're going to leave. So it is a must that every part of you come in agreement with this preparation for you to be able to go. The preparation is going to help you when you run into challenges, that you won't quit. You won't be disappointed in a way of, I can't do this. Yeah, you're going to be able to know how to handle the disappointment in the process, that you won't give up. And you won't talk about God changed his mind or somebody put a curse on you. None of that. It's that lack of preparation, mental preparation, Emotional preparation, that is the lack that will cause us to quit. That was the lack that caused us not to go through the challenge of making it on the other side. So Monday at 7 p.m., please get your friends, your family, that people that say that they want to become an entrepreneur, people that want to, even all of my loan officers that I'm training, I'm going to have them to be on there to listen, because some of them are transitioning from 9 to 5 to become self-employed, to become business owners. So this is going to be a really good, thank you for saying that. Discipline yourself. Discipline yourself is not something that you just do. It's something that you have to learn and practice, until you get it right. So somebody have to teach it. Somebody have to be, grab your hand. All of us. I'm still learning discipline in different levels. I've learned it from this level, now I'm learning from that level. So it's a constant learning, especially if you're self-employed. You have your own business. So Monday at 7 o'clock, I want you to join me. Come with your questions, and I am going to help somebody transitioning so they won't have that mental explode of their brain. Right? Let me have my picture of my brain right here. Right? This right here has got to be changed. This cannot stay the same from 9 to 5, working for somebody, and then now you're working for yourself. It's got to change. So I have some nuggets. I have some wisdom that's going to help somebody transition. It's a process. Can't wait. Okay, great. Yeah, exactly. So I have some little, bring your pen, bring your paper, write down some wisdom that you're going to use. And sometimes, again, let me tell you, sometimes it's like, well, I already know. It's not about I already know. Sometimes life have a way of blinding you, that things that you already know, you forget. You're not aware of it. By the time you get over here, you're like, oh, how did I forget that? That's just life. So that's the reason why we always need a mentor. We always need a trainer, a teacher, to really kind of bring stuff back into our memory, right? But some of you believe the word of God that said that he will bring everything back to your memory. Sometimes he don't bring it. To understand the translation of that, it don't come back to your memory through yourself. Sometimes it bring it back to your memory through somebody else, or through something else, or through another situation. So bringing it back to your memory does not mean yourself. If your memory bad, how you gonna bring it back to you? How you gonna remember, right? So sometimes I need to hear it from someone to wake me up from where I am, to bring it back to my memory. So like, oh yeah, that's right. What am I doing? I need to change course. That's the way God created us. That's what we are jointly fit together. He created us. He's not, you can't do life by yourself. You can't do this journey. And sometimes you can't do the journey with the people that your friends, your family, people that just agree with your wrong. You can't do life. You got to do life with somebody that don't know you sometimes, with somebody that's going to tell you the truth to navigate you through life. Okay, I'm giving y'all too much. Monday, 7 p.m. Join me. Believe me, it's going out. If you just get one little nugget out of the whole thing, it's going to help you move over. So don't forget, you have to prepare for your success. You can't jump from 1 step to 10. You have to prepare, and you can't bring the future back into your presence. You have to take a glimpse, the commercial, and come back and start preparing for it. So because you could go through shock when your success comes. You can't handle it, and that's what happened to a lot of people. They can't handle the success. They end up being poor in a month, or don't have nothing, lose everything, because there was no preparation. Okay, so thank you for joining me while I'm still learning to do my creep walk. All right, y'all gonna teach me how to do that? Well, I'm still dancing and still having a great time. So happy Friday. Enjoy this beautiful weekend. I will see you Monday at 7 o'clock. And I want you to come, put it on your alarm, put it on your calendar, and share with your friends and family, especially those who are. And let me tell you, let me add this. Some of you are going to be forced to be self-employed in this time of where we are in this country. You may be forced to be self-employed. You may be forced to own your own business. So while you still have a job, it's good to prepare for it. So don't get comfortable that you think your job gonna last forever. You think you're gonna retire. Let this voice of wisdom come. Prepare, prepare, prepare. So it's whether you prepare now or you're thrown out there and you are forced to go into it. So the way things are going, I would strongly suggest that you prepare. Okay? I would suggest that you don't let this grace pass by and you forced out there, and God gonna say, you know, I send a voice of wisdom to tell you to prepare. You're the one that ignored it, and a lot of us do that. So don't ignore the voice of wisdom. Get yourself together and start preparing step by step so you can walk into your success. Okay? So much I want to say, but I'm restraining myself. I am so restraining myself right now. And some of you, if you could join me on tomorrow, we have a Shabbat service. I really call it Shabbat wisdom, because I strongly believe that we have enough church going around. People have enough church service. It's time for me to get wisdom how to live life. So that's what I like to call it, Shabbat wisdom instead of Shabbat service, because we need wisdom how to live life, especially now how to navigate through life. So tomorrow at 10:30, join me on Prayer Fast page. It's going to be live on Prayer Fast Yeshiva International Facebook page. If you're not a friend, and please be a friend or like, follow. We're going to be live tomorrow. Just wisdom how to do life according to God's principles. So join me. And then Monday, 7 p.m. Okay? Thank you so much for taking the time to listen to my School of Thought today. And you have yourself an absolute fabulous day. And please share, share, share. Somebody's waiting to hear the wisdom. Okay? Have yourself a beautiful weekend. And I will see you Monday, 7 p.m. or tomorrow, 10:30. Thank you.